With pitchers and catchers reporting today, I wanted to make a special for spring training. 5 players we should all be looking out for to possibly make the opening day roster. What's going on, guys? At the King of 161st Street. I'm back with another video, and first on the list, we're just going to get him out of the way because I know a lot of people would want him on any list like this. Spencer Jones. Now look, Spencer Jones is a non-roster invitee, which are the players that I am talking about at the moment. Anyone who's on the roster is most likely making the opening day roster. So we're talking about non-roster invitees. Spencer Jones is on that list. A guy who, just like the Martian last year, spent very little time in AA, did not give the best showing, has so much talent, being the top prospect in our system. He is going to get an opportunity to impress. Do I really think he has an opportunity to make it opening day? Hell no. For one, this year I don't know where he plays unless they try him out at first. The only reason I say that is because, again, Anthony Rizzo is getting up there in age, coming off of a brain injury. We don't know how he's coming back. Other than that, he has no real spot on the team. But if he impresses this year, those guys are usually AA to AAA guys. So I can understand why they decided to bring him up. To me, if he impresses, he's going to make it to AAA by June. I don't think there's an if, and, or but about that. He will make AAA by June if he impresses in spring training. Now, the real question with Spencer Jones is if he struggled, because I think a lot of people right now are believing the hype because so many scouts are calling him the lefty Aaron Judge. Again, I have never really seen that out of him. He has been in the lower levels, so the lower level guys don't always impress that much. But to me, I have never seen that type of player. To me, he strikes out way too much, like Aaron Judge a little bit at the start. To me, there doesn't seem to be many adjustments along the way. To me, he is not that type of guy. He is a good complementary piece, I should say. He should be looked at as a possible trade chip. He will never be traded, but he is in that category of, if we traded him, we could get a huge return back. That's just me though. What do you guys think about Spencer Jones? Let's move on to number 2, and that is Yerry De Los Santos. Yerry De Los Santos played with Chicago last year. And look, is he the best reliever in the league? No. But to me, he is a prime candidate for the Matt Blake effect. Matt Blake takes on guys who struggle mightily in other situations. Clay Holmes in Pittsburgh, Wandy in San Francisco. He is a prime candidate for the Matt Blake effect. His fastball is above average, not great, around 95, 96 miles an hour. He's got nasty stuff. He has some of the lowest hard hit rates and barrel percentages in baseball. Huge for Yankee Stadium. Only problem with him, he is very contact oriented. His control is not great. Some of the lowest percentiles in walk percentage and strikeout percentage. If he can find a way to control his pitches, keep the ball on the ground in Yankee Stadium, he will be a vital piece in that bullpen. If he can't, he'll probably be a back end of the bullpen type of guy, comes in like an Albert Abreu. That's like his floor. His ceiling is possibly being the 7th inning guy for us after we lost Wandy. I have that much hope for this kid coming in. Matt Blake works very well with guys who are very raw. Really just need to figure out certain pieces of mechanics to fix them up. He did that exact thing with Clay Holmes, and I think he can do that with Yerry De Los Santos. Number 3 on the list, Chase Hampton has an opportunity in spring training to steal that 5th starting spot from Clarke Schmidt. He really does. And the reason is because they have made it very clear they do not want to trade him. He almost has this Volpe type of pressure on him, like that the other years when we could have gotten a free agent shortstop, and the whole time they kept saying no, Volpe's going to be our guy. And Volpe now has that type of pressure on him to come in and succeed on that level. Chase Hampton's starting to get that too. They didn't want to put him in the Juan Soto trade. It didn't matter. We got him. Dylan Cease. A lot of Yankees fans want him. I'm not too high on Dylan Cease, but he is also an upgrade for what we have at the back end of our rotation. The Yankees were asked to put Chase Hampton in that deal. They said no. Chase Hampton has that type of pressure on him to be that type of guy. But what comes with that pressure, an opportunity. If he can get to a point he is succeeding in spring training, they may have a fast trigger to put him in. I have told you on this platform before, I truly believe Clarke Schmidt is best utilized in the bullpen. If you have a guy like Chase Hampton, who you believe in that much, you are able to get a better guy in a trade, and you say, no, this is our guy, then you shouldn't have a problem with slotting him in the 5th slot. To me, he is a prime candidate for making this opening day roster and making the final rotation that we have. To me, he is the one guy you should fully look out for and see if he actually shows his full potential. Now, let's go to a guy who proves this point exactly. Everson Pereira is another guy to look out for. No matter how many chances he gets to fail, they will always put him in the spring training roster. He will always be a prime candidate to make the opening day roster because he is that talented. Everson Pereira is another guy. He is kind of blocked in the majors at the moment. That talent is there. The Yankees haven't been able to pull it out of him, almost like an Estevan Florial, but on a higher level. This is a top 100 prospect type of player. So no matter how many chances it takes, the Yankees are going to give him those chances. And that's why I was talking about Chase Hampton. Now with that pressure, it comes with more opportunity. Everson has had that pressure on him and now is continuing to get these opportunities. To me though, this is one of the last opportunities Everson's going to get. He has probably this season and maybe one more before we give up on him. If the Yankees do not believe in him, he is a prime trade piece at the deadline if we really need another top of the line starter. Everson has the talent. He has shown it on occasion. He can never be consistent at the plate. It doesn't look great. He is a guy to watch out for to see if he finally can put the pieces together, because if not, I don't think he will be in the Yankees organization too much longer. Now, a couple of guys that may make the opening day roster but don't really have a chance to start: Jeter Downs and Greg Allen. Greg Allen is always going to be a guy to look out for because we could never get rid of him. He is a legend in Yankee lore for what he did in 2022. And Jeter Downs, named after one of the greatest shortstops of all time, Derek Jeter, traded for Mookie Betts, gets an opportunity in New York to show what he's got. Both of these guys have a chance to be replacement guys on the end of the bench. Greg Allen has a chance to be defensively a replacement. I'm hoping that Jeter Downs can get to a point where he is at least a bench option. I like the talent of Jeter Downs. It never really worked out when he went to Boston. Then when he got waived from Boston, he signs with the Nationals. Now he is with us. Jeter Downs, once upon a time, was a key piece in the Mookie Betts trade. It was Connor Wong, Jeter Downs, and Alex Verdugo. The Yankees have 2/3 of the Mookie Betts trade, both of the key pieces in the Mookie Betts trade. Let's see what Jeter Downs actually has, because there is a reason that Boston took him on as a trade piece for one of the greatest outfielders we probably will ever see. The talent is there. I would like to see him get it out of himself, because again, this is the type of guy that it's probably his last chance to make an impression on a team before he becomes a journeyman. And for Greg Allen, he will always be a reliable defensive option for the Yankees. We saw during the injury-riddled 2022 when we had the Yankees B team in there, if you really needed him to step up offensively, he can give you a stretch. I like that for the bench unit on this team to give us a little bit of stability in case someone goes down, because we have a history of that. So I'm glad that Greg Allen is still a member of the Yankees, hoping he steps up in spring training to guarantee himself a bench slot. But anyways, guys, who are you guys looking out for? There's a lot of people on the non-roster invitees that were announced. What do you guys think is the biggest name to look out for? Do you think Spencer Jones has a chance to make the roster? Let me know down below. If you're new here, hit that sub button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. and peace.